Hands down, John Cena and AJ Styles had a match of the night at Crown Jewel. They went out there. They didn't really need to tell much of a story. And if I can be honest, this was John Cena's best wrestling match. And this is coming from somebody that has never was a fan of John's in-ring work and always thought that he was awkward to watch in the ring. But I can confidently say this was his best match of his entire career. We're not just talking about retirement tour. I would argue this was John Cena's best wrestling match from start to finish, hands down. AJ and Cena, they did their thing. They pulled out all the stops. They pulled out all their rivals' best moves. We saw tombstone power drivers. We saw Sister Abigail's coquina clutches. We saw the Sting death drop. We was about to see a 619 from John Cena. I was like, you ain't gonna do that move. You ain't finna pull that off. But he tried. He attempted to. We saw RKO. We're about to see a Punk kick. These guys, man, they went out there and they just tore it up. Like, I was very entertained by this match. I liked how the match ended with Cena doing the tombstone power driver on AJ Styles, dropped him on his head, and then hit the FU for the win. Because that's paying respect to Undertaker's finishing move. You would think, okay, that's the end of the match, hit that FU and go home. And so I really enjoyed that match. I would actually go back and watch it again. And I'm glad they were not trying to outdo their previous matches, which they didn't need to do that because this one was their best match. I thought the tribute to Bray Wyatt was fascinating and a great way to, acknowledge him. And even though John Cena's farewell tour has been severely botched, it's cool to see that he's going out there and having a banger match with AJ Styles. And it was just a fun match to watch, to be honest. Like, this was your typical exhibition WWE 2K match, right? Now, I want to get to AJ Styles and his retirement coming up next year. Now, I'm disappointed with the way he's being booked. Because, even though AJ Styles, he had that match with John Cena, that was great, 5 stars. It doesn't change the fact that his booking is very subpar. And Triple H, I'm just going to flat out say it, he don't know how to book AJ Styles. He really doesn't. He doesn't know what he's doing with him. I thought Vince had more to do with AJ Styles' success. And Vince gave AJ a lot more material than Triple H has. Like, Triple H, all he's done with AJ Styles is have him put over Cody, LA Knight, Logan Paul. Who else? Dominic Mysterio. And he hasn't done much of anything under Triple H. He's been basically marginalized under Triple H, where he's been stuck in that mid-card purgatory, purgatory, whatever you want to call it, stuck in mid-card hell. And it sucks, man, because you would think this man's about to retire next year. You would want to get the most out of AJ Styles. You would want to pretty much do more with him. But instead, he's in a tag team with Dragon Lee. And it seems to me they're going after those World Tag Team Championships, which at this point, those titles really don't mean anything because no one knows how to book a tag team division anymore. Okay, Finn and JD, they're just holding those belts. They don't defend them at all. They really don't. So apparently they could be giving those belts to AJ Styles and Dragon Lee, which that's just a step down for AJ Styles, to be honest. Like, I guess it'll be okay to have them do their little tag team thing for the time being. But man, look, like if we're not trying to take AJ Styles to the Royal Rumble and have him win the entire thing and headline WrestleMania for another world title run, then I don't know what the hell we're doing. Like like Triple H and the creative team, they don't know what to do with AJ Styles. They really don't. So they're just going to allow time to pass until his retirement comes, and they'll probably put him in some mid card match, have him put over. I don't know. I don't even know who his last match would be, to be honest, because there's no direction. You can't really pinpoint who AJ Styles could face at WrestleMania. You really can't even imagine him in a main event picture right now because there is no direction. He's not doing anything special. I would have had AJ Styles beat Dirty Dom for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, I understand the reasons why Dirty Dom is Intercontinental Champion. It makes sense on paper, it makes sense from a business standpoint to have him be the champion. But come on, man. Like, the least we can do is get a 3 to 4 month title reign, intercontinental title reign out of AJ Styles, where he could easily elevate that championship with just his in-ring work alone, the quality of matches he would have with anybody on that Raw roster in the mid card. It would just raise up the prestige of the Intercontinental Championship. You know, and that's not taking anything away from what Dominic's doing with that title. He's doing great work with that championship. Great work, his best work yet. And I'm just disappointed, man, because when his retirement comes and he's gone, it's over. We don't get to see him ever again. And then we're going to be left with a whole bunch of what if scenarios with AJ Styles. Well, what if he won the Royal Rumble and challenged Seth for the world title and won the whole thing? Like, what if he could be in a match or in a feud with a young up-and-comer, like, what if he was Intercontinental Champion? It's like you're just leaving a whole lot on the table with AJ Styles, and they're wasting him. They're completely wasting AJ Styles. They're gonna waste his retirement on meaningless matches on a World Tag Team title reign with Dragon Lee, which is like no disrespect to Dragon Lee, but nobody asked for AJ Styles and Dragon Lee to be in a damn team. I mean, let's be real. So ever since Triple H took over, what has AJ Styles really done? Like, name me one memorable feud. Anything memorable concerning AJ Styles under Triple H regime. Because that's the one person that Triple H, you can tell he does not care enough about. AJ Styles, he looks at him as a mid card. Straight up, he do. I think he could book him as a main eventer, but I don't think he wants to. I don't think, I mean, because I know that they see him as someone that's, you know, calming down, settling down, about to retire, so they don't want to put him in that spot. But that still doesn't give you the excuse to not use him properly, to not give him good material, right? Like, this is AJ Styles we're talking about. And Vince knew how to present AJ Styles and book him. Vince made this man a 2-time world champion. He gave AJ Styles the rocket strap. He really did. So you can say whatever you want about Vince McMahon as a booker, but when it came to the way he booked AJ Styles, that was definitely one of his favorites. And if we can be honest, AJ Styles was a hell of a lot better under Vince than he is under Triple H.